Well, good day, everybody, and welcome. I'm here in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and right here is the gatehouse to where Johnny Cash lived. This is where his Hendersonville home used to be, but unfortunately burned down quite a few years ago. So we're going to take a look at this sign, kind of see what we can see over the fence, and just kind of walk up and down the road here and see what's kind of left of the house, if anything. Don't know. But here we go. The Cash home, referred to as Nature's House. Builder Braxton Dixon designed the Cash home. It was a rugged beauty, existed with open rafters, barn boards, and a wall of native limestone. The 14,000 square foot home overlooked Old Hickory Lake, with the panoramic views and gardens that stretched across the property. Here, Johnny and June Carter Cash entertained family, friends, and neighbors for 35 years. The Cash home also served as a retreat for fellow musicians to gather and compose music with one another until the 2003 deaths of Johnny and June Carter Cash. And there's also rumor that back in the day, Kris Kristofferson flew a helicopter and landed it in the front yard, which would be over there on the other side of those trees. There's something there that's left. Looks like the remnants of something. I don't know what that was. Maybe a guest house or something. But yeah, back when Kris Kristofferson was trying to get his music out there, he flew a helicopter, landed it in the front yard. Johnny Cash told him to leave, and he said he wasn't leaving until you listened to this song. And he listened to it and wound up recording it. I can't remember exactly the name of the song. I'll put it down here. But there's Old Hickory Lake. House overlooked the lake there. The wall. There's that residence guest house or something. I don't know if it was here at the time or if it was built later. I don't know. But the house was bought in 2005 by Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees. And he was actually restoring it, renovating it, something. And it caught fire and burnt down. And with it being pretty much all wood and being kind of an older house, there really wasn't much saving to it. Yeah, here's another gate. Now, I don't know if Barry Gibb still owns the property or if he sold it or what. I have no idea. I don't know exactly where the house sit on the property up through here either. But what would be cool is if he did still own it, or if somebody bought the property and had the money, pretty much rebuilt the house like it was in the same spot. That would be pretty neat. Even though it's not the original, it would still be pretty cool to know that's what the house looked like, that's where it sat at, all that stuff. And here's another gate to the property. So I guess the house probably set right in this area. Yeah, it stinks that it burnt down, but all he was trying to do was, you know, restore it and renovate it and, you know, all that, because it was a historic piece. Unfortunately, it caught fire. It's a windy day today, burning hot, very humid. There's a good shot of old Hickory Lake. So yeah, this is on a hill, so kind of sat on this hill and overlooked old Hickory Lake. He had a beautiful spot. All right, old home site of Johnny and June Carter Cash. Man, wished it wouldn't have burned down. It'd have been awesome to see. But things happen. Now, right beside of this property is the orchard. And we're going to take a look at it and the plaque and see what that's about. There's the boat dock that went with Johnny Cash's house. And there's the, I guess, a garage or something right when you go in the gate there to the right. And then right beside all that, this is the orchard. And I believe a house stood here at one time. There's the gates. So I thought this was actually part of the orchard. I don't believe it is. This is still part of Johnny Cash's property. I'm pretty sure. There's, looks like a garden somebody's got. And the reason I say that is because this is the same fence that goes all the way down around his property and then cuts right down through there. And so I think this is the orchard. And here is the plaques to tell you about it. The orchard. This pristine site overlooking Old Hickory Lake had its roots in tragedy. In 1968, Johnny Cash's good friend Roy Orbison sold him the land after a fire destroyed his home and took 2 of his 3 sons' lives. Cash promised Orbison never to build on the site. When the abundant fruit trees and grapevines that flourished were maintained personally by the Cash family, the orchard came to fruition. So I knew there was a house that used to be here that burnt down, and I kind of knew it had something to do with Roy Orbison, but I wasn't exactly sure, so I didn't want to say much without reading. It's kind of hard to see over in there because you do have a bunch of trees here at the fence line. And here's another placard. So here's the Restoring the Orchard. After Johnny Cash's passing in 2003, Cottle Drive neighbors Marty Stewart and Connie Smith purchased this site from John Carter Cash and restored its then withering fruit trees, rotting railroad ties, and damaged turf. While relocating the fence line to its new position by the evergreen, Stewart designed the gate that now serves as the site's entrance and added the cross that marks the place as sacred ground. Stewart also honored Johnny Cash's promise to Roy Orbison to never build on this site. I can't see the cross, but I'm guessing it's got to be over in there somewheres. There's a swing. There's a home there. But I don't see a cross anywheres. And this home right beside it, see a little bit right through there. That's Marty Stewart and Connie Smith's home. They live right beside the orchard. I'm not gonna go down there and video it or get a picture of it or anything. But yeah, this is the site Roy Orbison lived. Unfortunately, the house burnt down and killed 2 of his sons. And just a quick little mention here, right across the street from Johnny Cash's old home site in the orchard. This is the house that Johnny Cash's parents lived in. And you can actually find it online. It gives you the address and all that, along with Johnny's old home site as well, so you can look that up. But yep, this is the home where Johnny's parents lived. All right, so now we're going to go over to Hendersonville Memorial Gardens, pay our respects to Johnny Cash, June Carter Cash, and the Cash family, and other people that we may come across that's buried there. I know there's several famous people that's buried there, so we're going to head over there now. All right, so we've made it over to Hendersonville Memorial Gardens, and we're going to walk around and try to find the graves of Johnny Cash, June Carter Cash, and the Cash family, and whoever else we may find. I think Johnny Cash's parents are buried here as well, so we're going to walk around and see if we can find them. So this is the grave of Ray Cash and his wife Carrie Cash, and these are the parents of Johnny Cash. And they are doing some mowing here at the cemetery. Yeah, it's the graves of Ray and Carrie Cash, Johnny Cash's parents. And this is the grave of Luther Perkins, who was Johnny Cash's lead guitarist from 1955 to 1968. And he passed away from complications that he sustained in a house fire at age 40. He was a young man. All right, on to the next one. So here is Anita Carter, one of the Carter sisters, sister to June Carter Cash, March 31st, 1933 to July 29th, 1999. It says, "On tour with the angels, I am safe in the knowledge that I am his child." It's Anita Carter. And then right beside of her is her mother, Mother Maybelle Carter. And I am sorry about the glare here. It is very sunny and shady. Mother Maybelle Carter from May 10th, 1909, October 23rd, 1978. The First Lady of Country Music. God has picked his wildwood flower. That is the mother of June Carter Cash and Anita Carter. And right beside her is Ezra Carter, husband of Mother Maybelle. He was born October 21st, 1898, died January 22nd, 1975. He feasted daily upon the Word of God and carried it always in his heart. It's the husband of Mother Maybelle and father of June Carter. United in love. And then just right up there above them is probably Hendersonville Memorial Gardens' most famous residence, Johnny Cash on the left and June Carter Cash on the right. So Johnny Cash, or John R. Cash, But actually on his birth certificate it says J.R. Cash. But when he joined the military, he had to have a first name, so he went with John R. Cash, and then later on he changed it to Johnny Cash. Born February 26, 1932, died September 12, 2003. Psalm 19:14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. And they got flags there. So he is a veteran. And then beside him is his wife, June Carter Cash, born June 23rd, 1929, passed away May 15th, 2003. Psalm 103:1. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. And there are the graves of Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash. And that's a bench up there by their head. Has their last name. I walk the line and wildwood flower. This is the other side of the bench here. Happiness is being at peace, being with loved ones, being comfortable, but most of all, it's having those loved ones. Johnny Cash, 2003. And then Rosanna Lee Adams. This is June Carter Cash's daughter from her second husband. There's June Carter right there. And at her feet is her daughter, Rosanna Lee Adams. Born July 13th, 1958. Passed away on October 24th, 2003. The Wildwood Rose. And she died of carbon monoxide on a tour bus. So to just kind of give you an idea where Johnny and June Carter and the Carter family are buried, right there is where you come in off of East Main Street. That is the funeral home and office. And then just right over here, it's the graves of Johnny and June Carter. And here is Helen Carter Jones, sister to June Carter Cash, daughter of Mother Maybelle Carter. She was part of the duo, the Carters. So Helen Carter Jones, Born in 1927, passed away in 1998. Sweet and precious mother, wise and loving wife, bound to sisters and family with music and love and life. Helen Carter Jones. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Just straighten my head up there. Rocky Top. All right, so appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Graves of Johnny and June Carter Cash and a few others. Johnny Cash's parents. But saw where his house used to be and some other things around Hendersonville as well. They're located close by. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, do all those free things. And in the meantime, I'll see you real soon. Thank you and good night. Johnny Cash, his grave is right up in there.